Hello, everyone. Today I would like to talk to you from Psalm 42. Psalm 42, and it goes this way. As a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? The psalmist is talking about this time where he has been longing for God, and there is a period of time that he's going through right now that he feels dry and discouraged, depressed perhaps. And he looks back at a time where he was panting for God and desiring God. And I want you to think about what it is that you long for in this life. What are the things that you lean on to? And when we talk about longing, what we're talking about the things that you're desiring, the things that you're going after to give you some level of significance or security or satisfaction. What is it that you go for? The psalmist was saying that, as a deer goes to the stream, God, my soul is panting for you. My soul is desiring you. My soul is thirsting for you. So what are you thirsting for today? He goes on a little bit later on in verse 5, and he asks himself this question, which I think is really helpful. With our emotions, we can either stuff our emotions, or we can spew our emotions, or we can study our emotions. And I think it's really helpful to get to a place where we can learn to study our emotions and to try to understand why they're happening. And the psalmist is kind of doing that here. He says, "Why are you downcast, O my soul? And why are you in turmoil within me?" He's asking himself, why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? And I want you to do that as well as we're going through this time right now, as you're going through the trials and the difficulties and the struggles that you're going through. I want you to be able to ask yourself questions, deep questions of life. Why am I feeling this way? Now, the reality is that so many people feel the way that they're feeling because of things that are happening in their lives. And a lot of times what we have a tendency to do is to make other things the cause for the reason why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. So we look at environment or other people or circumstances. And I want you to consider that perhaps the reason why you're struggling right now is because of something that is happening within inside of you. And the psalmist was saying, why am I feeling this way? And then what he does is really important for us to learn. He says, hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. What he does is he recognizes it's not about the circumstances that are happening around him. It's not about the events or the people that are there. It is about what's happening within him. He is trying to talk to himself and tell himself to hope in God, place his focus on God. So tonight and today, I would like you to think about this. What have you been longing for in your life? And ultimately, if it's not God, it's going to lead to disappointment and discouragement in life. And if it is God, he is the only one that can ever fulfill your longings for security, for significance, for satisfaction. And when you're off track, as we oftentimes get, ask yourself some deep questions. Study yourself. Study your emotions. Don't stuff them. Don't spew them. Study them. And as you study them, come back to the right answers. The right answer is to hope in God. Blessings. Take care.